Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's C. I know it's been a while since I posted, and honestly guys, it was because I was discouraged and I was sad. I was depressed. I didn't know, I just didn't have any motivation to make a video, and my family was, very discouraging to me too. They kept telling me, stop posting videos and things like that. And I'm like, why? This is my life. This is my story. I want people to see, you know, like the real deal, where you just put your trust and faith in God. Even if you make a wrong decision or right decision, God is always there to, pick you back up and place you on the right path. So, they keep saying, oh, you made a bad move in quitting your job and things like that. And I'm like, no, you don't know what I went through, at the job. You don't know how much mental stress I was at that job. Like I could literally working just to pay bills. It wasn't any growth in that position. I was alone 24/7. I worked remotely. I was literally going crazy. It was not a good environment for me to be in, and they just couldn't understand that because they just think that, oh, I don't know, life is to just work and pay bills, and it's not. You should have much more life to live. God even says it. He wants to give you life more abundantly if you trust in him. I wasn't trusting in him while I was working at that job. I would trust him to say, Lord, take me out of this job. I believe you have something for me, but it didn't necessarily go like that. I felt like he was leading me to just quit without any money, without any job, another job lined up, just without, just on his strength, just on his strength and his resources. And that's what I did. And it seemed to work pretty good in my favor. Thank you, Jesus. So yeah, I think the last video I made you guys, I was telling you guys about the housing program. I don't think I received it yet, but you guys, I received the housing assistance through a program around in my town that I applied for. And the thing was, I saw it, at least I saw it first, but I didn't apply. And then, literally, when the day before my court date, I was looking because I was stressing out, and I'm like, okay, Lord, I need help. I need something to help me pay this, because I can't do it. And you're saying, like, don't do it almost like you're saying, not to get a job, not to rush and hurry up and try and get a job to pay off some of this debt and whatever. So I'm like, Lord, I don't know what you want me to do. So I seen it at first and I didn't apply, but then I saw it again and I'm like, you know what? Fine, Lord, I'm seeing it again. It must be for some reason. So I wind up applying to it, and the lady was saying like how I was eligible, but I still needed to do some more paperwork. And then the other program was going to tell me, if I was eligible or not, or they accepted me. So I had to do that. And court, I think I told you guys about court in the last video, but it only took a few seconds. They told me that, that I had to pay for all the whatever. I don't feel like I should have had paid for the court fees and stuff. Literally, you guys, they took me to court for only $177. Really, that was the amount of back rent that I owed for July. And then they racked up all these fees, like court fees, and then it wound up being like 500 to $700. Well, So I applied for the application, and I didn't hear anything about it. So I just gave it some time, of course, stressing and stressing and praying and calling out to God, like, Lord, please, please, please let me get this program. I know you didn't make me fill out all of this, all these forms, and went through all this trouble just for nothing. But still, I was still worried, but I was still praying, to the Lord. So I think it was like 2 weeks went by and I still didn't hear anything. So I'm like, okay, let me just call them to see what's going on because I'm not hearing anything. So I called the lady and told her, hey, I didn't hear anything. And she was like, oh, you were approved for housing. And I'm like, housing assistance. And I'm like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Really? Like, I didn't get anything. And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, for how long? And she's like, oh, up until November. And I'm like, oh my gosh, oh, you guys, you don't even know how happy that made me when I heard that. I was so, oh my goodness, like I was literally tearing up on the phone with her. And I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And she's like, yeah. And yeah, I didn't get an email. They said that they sent me an email, but I didn't receive it. So she forwarded it to me and we got off the phone and I saw it. I saw the email and I'm like, oh my goodness, you guys, they paid my court fees. That was like $500. They paid my back rent. They're paying the rent right now and they're going to pay 2 months in advance. You guys, you don't know how, oh my gosh. I literally weep, you guys. I leaped. Yeah, I was leaping too. I was leaping in my spirit, but I was literally weeping, like, oh my gosh, God, thank you so much, thank you, thank you, thank you. I called my mom. I was like, oh my gosh, Mom, I got approved, and she's like, yes, oh my gosh, and I was just, I was so happy, you guys. I was just thanking God, and because I didn't know. I literally didn't know what I was going to do, and I just really didn't, I don't know, I didn't see a way out of this. Like, I didn't, but God did. So that's why you just have to put your trust in Him. He knows all. If He's telling you to, excuse me, if He's telling you to, like, do something, apply for this, or if he's leading you somewhere, you guys go through with it, really, because I saw the program like the first time, and I don't know what happened. I saw it online and I clicked it. Then I don't know, maybe it looked like too confusing for me to do, or then I had word like doubts and stuff, like, oh, I'm not gonna get this. And then I just and then I saw it again. So I'm like, okay, seems like God is speaking to me. He wants me to do that. So I did it and it worked out. And I'm so grateful, you guys. Now I don't have to worry about rent for, a couple months. So that's great. That's a real huge thing. Just a big blessing, you guys. So I know I still have, I still owe with my car, and my future utilities are all on me. So, but I have faith, that God is going to provide for me. And, um, yeah, that was basically it. Um, so I'm trying to think what else happened. um, hmm. Yeah, that was like the most important thing that I wanted to update you guys on, was the housing situation. And I'm still trusting the Lord, because I still have other things, I still don't have any money. So I'm just praying to Him. He's going to, you know, provide for me. And yeah, just put your trust in the Lord, you guys. You see what I'm going through and how I'm just updating you. You guys probably are looking like, oh my goodness, like, how is she ever going to get out of this mess? How is she going to get out of this mess? And all I can tell you is just God. That's it. That's all. God is how I'm getting out of my mess. And I'm still, I'll post another video um, about um, some things that has been happening and going on. So, but this one was just about the housing. And yeah, that's it, you guys. Keep believing God. If you really, if if your back is against the wall and you really don't see a way out, you have a God that is eager and wanting to help you. Literally, all you have to do is just put your trust in Him. Even if you don't know the right words to say, just say, God, like, I need you. Start reading your Bible, start fasting if you're like in a dire situation. I tried fasting even though my fasts weren't really that good, but I tried to, give it all I got, uh, give it all I had, and I tried to do it. You don't want to run away from God. You want to run to Him, and I made that mistake plenty of times, running away from Him and trying to do things in my own strength and power, which it'll never amount to the resources and the blessings that God has for you. You just have to stay attached to Him, like, literally. That's all I have to say. And yeah, just do good. Do good. Don't let people get to you, because I had a lot of discouragement from people. I did have other people help, like at least everyone online, I would say, saying, you got this, just, rely on God, keep putting your trust in God. So I'm gonna tell you guys the same thing. Relying on God. If you know other people in your life, they're discouraging you, don't listen to them, cause it will take a toll on you and on your mental state, and then you'll be questioning God and being like, but stay close to Him, stay near, don't take always pray about what people are telling you, also, discern. But yeah, that's it, you guys. Um, yeah, hopefully I can start making more videos again. Hopefully this is what I hope and pray, like, this will be the end of the big struggles, like little struggles, little things, problems. Okay, but this was like like the last big problem for a long time, hopefully. So I just wanted to tell you guys about my blessing and how the Lord's blessing me and keeping me, sustaining me, Lord, guys. And yeah, and He will keep and bless and sustain you too. If you just trust in Him, that's all. That's all I have is God. And when men fail, when money fails, all you have is God's strength. So don't give up, pull through, and keep believing God. All right, see you guys. Bye.